It's story time!
Hello and welcome to the Storytime podcast. And this week I have with me Amy McLoughlin.
Hi.
And we thought that we would talk about redhead stories today because we have some experience on the matter.
Oh, yeah.
Hard
Harry and Ginger.
But first of all, introduce yourself and tell people where they can find you on the internet, please.
I'm Amy McLoughlin. I'm a blogger and a student at the minute, and you can find me at redlips_redhair anywhere. Twitter, Instagram, all over the place.
Snapchat, I have you on Snapchat.
Yeah, I have Snapchat. Yeah, big fan of the old Snapchat.
So, what we basically want to talk about today, and by the way, I'll put all the links down in the description and the show notes on SoundCloud. But yeah, so what we wanted to talk about today was basically just redhead stories and share our experience
from the good to the bad, the ugly, and everything in between.
Yeah.
And the random and the weird. Some weird shit happens. I don't know if brunettes get this, but I get stopped in the street sometimes. Usually by foreigners, not by Irish people.
Yeah, I think once or twice. That's happened to me.
A Swiss guy stopped me on O'Connell Street. That was really funny. He stopped me and shooed my two friends away and was like, "We don't have redheads in Switzerland. Can I take your picture?" And
Is that
I was
true?
like, I don't know. I never went and did the research, but I just believe him. Yeah, okay, fine. And then I stood awkwardly for a photo, like a selfie with him. And I was like, this is weird.
And is your hair naturally that colour?
Yeah, this is what grows out of the top of my head.
So you haven't dyed your hair and then...
I did, years ago when I was
and you
being
grew back out again,
bullied badly for being ginger and made to feel like a freak for having the rarest hair colour in the world. I was like...
Yeah, I feel like when you're a kid, maybe you kind of get jibed about it. But then the older you get, the older I get, the more I love my red hair. And my hair actually got a bit darker as I got older. So it went from, I had very red hairs when I was younger, and then as I got to about teenager, started being more auburn.
Yeah.
So it was kind of getting browny.
Yeah.
And then I put in rinses to make it more red.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I remember the Wella shaders and toners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, show my age here. But yeah, I remember those to make it a little bit more vibrant.
Yeah, to make the colour pop or whatever.
Yeah, because you just wanted to have that siren on the top of your head, I'm ginger, look at me. Which is kind of how it is now for me. But when I was say from the ages of 7 to 17, I was like, please don't look at me. I don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
And when you're being ritually bullied every day in the schoolyard for the roof is on fire. I used to get that one. Yeah, I know, right? Classic antique joke. And you just, at the end of it, you're just yeah, I know.
yeah, it is.
You're stating the obvious.
I know, when you're older, you can kind of say, if someone says something to you, you go, yeah, I have red hair. Mm-hmm. And they go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But when you're younger, you just don't think to say that. It's oh, I'm so hurt. You pointed out I have red hair.
Yeah, because that's what makes you different, and then when you're younger, you don't want to be different.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas now, it's I can do anything I want to make myself different if that's what I choose to do.
Yeah.
Which is great. Which is nice when you're, I know for probably if any teenagers or whatever are watching this and they're I hate being ginger, but
don't hate being ginger.
Don't hate
You're
being
a
ginger.
rarity.
Yeah.
And we will die out unless you all couple up with each other.
Fallacy. Absolute fallacy. That is a lie. We are not dying out. Don't perpetuate the stereotype.
I just want all the gingers to make more ginger babies. That's what I want.
All ginger babies.
Ginger babies are so
the best
cute.
babies. I don't even like babies, but ginger babies, man. They're the cutest babies.
So cute.
Yeah.
So you had a couple of stories you had ready for us.
Yeah, just some generic, I don't know how interesting they're going to be to everybody else, but they're fun for me. But I suppose when I was a kid and I used to get really badly bullied for in the school year, because at the time when I was a kid, me and my oldest friend were the only two gingers in our class.
No way.
Yeah, and obviously my name's Amy and her name's Anna, so very similar names as us. The teachers used to get us mixed up all the time. It was so frustrating.
Racist.
Yeah, I know. Prejudiced against the ginge. That's the way it always is. Go figure. But they used to get us confused all the time, which is hilarious because we look nothing alike. She's way taller than me, and her hair is quite a lot more on the blonde side, but still ginger.
Yeah, strawberry.
Yeah,
ginger,
and also she always had way longer hair than me until I'd say when she was 16, she decided to chop it all off, and then then we were kind of even Stevens, and I could understand. But by that time, I had decided to just go, screw society, and I'm dyeing my hair black.
No.
Yeah. I did that, and I regret it. I regret the photos, I regret the clothes, I regret everything about being an emo kid.
One of my best friends in college, or my best friend in college, was also redhead, and we both made similar mistakes in that she dyed her hair black, and whatever dye she used, she ended up having to crop her hair off. So she kind of grew it out a bit, and then the hairdresser was like, "You just need to get rid of it. Like you've damaged it too much."
Yeah. Black is the worst dye.
I'm not sure whether she bleached it first or what happened, but it was just like she was like, "No, it's gone." So she regretted that, and then I did a home bleach job.
Oh God.
So I regretted that one. I'll put a picture of me in because I don't care. But I did a home bleach job and it didn't lift. So I had this sort of like you know the way people go, oh well, I wouldn't want my hair to be like orange, like you know the joke where like if your bleach goes, my bleach went wrong.
Yeah,
like,
your bleach goes wrong and people tell you they're ginger.
It wasn't blonde, but it wasn't quite orange either. It was just horrific.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah, and at the time I was like, oh, it's fine, but looking back now, I'm like, it really wasn't.
No.
It's like putrid yellow with an orange tinge. It's not nice.
But you know what? I think every redhead person does that as well, because because obviously I had the black hair, and then I went through a breakup, and he had previously told me that I wouldn't be pretty with red hair. Or I might be misremembering it, but that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah.
And so I grew like all my roots out to here, and went into my local hairdresser, and I was like, chop it all off.
And
she
so I have back red hair.
Like, and I mean like proper Mia Farrow, practically bald. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, just do it before I lose my nerve, please.
Yeah.
So I got all chopped off, but there was still a little bit black on it, so I had to grow it out a little bit more, and then I went back in and got another pixie cut, and then I could start from scratch. But I actually really liked the pixie for a long time, and I kept it for like 18 months or whatever. Then I decided to grow it out, and then when I grew it out and I had it long again, I had these like long layers in the bottom, and I decided to bleach the bottom layers to I'm such a,
like
I'm not even joking when I say the motivation was Charmander hair. I wanted to look.
So it would be red, and then very clever.
Yeah, Charmander hair, and that was my motivation. It didn't turn out good.
Because it sounds like it would look class.
Yeah, in my head it looked great. In reality, not so much.
If you'd just gotten like a blonde balayage or a blonde ombre, it would have worked. I had a ginger blonde ombre, and I actually quite liked it.
Yeah, see, it was a home job,
but it wouldn't have been bright enough to be Charmander hair.
Yeah, no, this is a home job, and it was quite dry, so like I was using like lots of treatments and stuff to sort of try and make it like alive again. And then after a while I got bored of that, and I dyed it this kind of a blue underneath.
I did the blue hair as well.
Yeah,
I loved my blue hair
because blue goes with the red colouring. This was my motivation. I was like, well, blue looks good on ginger skin, so
yeah, I loved.
I'll just have it on me all the time.
So when I did the Today FM Shave or Dye, so the hairdresser bleached my whole head and then put in purple.
Oh yeah.
And that was what I was doing for the Shave or Dye, and then almost immediately the purple washed out, and it washed out to this like blue colour. Now it was a pain. I'd love to do it again, but it was an awful pain to get it back out because the blue dye stains your hair cuticle, and like you have to keep dyeing over it or else it'll keep coming through, whatever. So I was putting red and blue kept coming, you know what I mean, it's a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
But I would love to, and only if I'm getting married next year I'm not going to do it, but after I get married I might think about doing it again, because you'd need a good year, like because you never know, if I did it now I could still be having problems trying to get it out.
On the eve of your wedding still have blue tinges in your hair. Oh fuck that.
I did love it though. I did love it. There's like a selfie of me that I have, and it's like I think I put a filter on it, but it looks really cool because my eyes look really blue and then my hair looks really blue.
Oh, cool.
And actually it's really cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
But it was so high maintenance as I got it.
No, see, I always want to do that, but I work so hard to get the colour back that that grows out the top of my head.
Thing, yeah.
So like while like I do model for Peter Mark, and so every so often I get a phone call from somebody. It's like, we need you to come in and be a presentation model. So somebody who's doing their exams works on me, and they always like, because I'm not really attached to my hair per se. I'm attached to the colour, but I'm not attached to the actual physical hair. So if they wanted to shave me with a zero all over, I couldn't give a shit, because it grows back.
Yeah.
But the one thing I won't let them do is put like, you know, some people come out with like this colour or whatever nice pastel pretty colours to go with their theme because I have to pick a theme when they're sitting these exams.
Yeah, but you come out still.
And I just come out slightly brighter ginger because I won't let them do anything crazy. But I let them, I got my hair, the side of here shaved. One time I got the two sides underneath shaved, and it was like a really deep red with blonde kind of going through it, which was lovely and still akin to what I have. Yeah. But I mean, I did it for an exam, it was, it was her grade. And I don't really care. So, I'm the most lax, I couldn't give a shit kind of a person for some things.
I find this colour so much easier to manage because obviously it grows so mine's maybe a little bit darker than the rinse that I still put into it if you get me. But it grows back. I can let it grow and then I don't have to, I only do that if I have an event on. Just give it a bit of shine. But whereas if I was actually trying to be blonde or be brunette, I'd have to do it
all the time.
Every 6 weeks. Oh my god. No thanks.
And it costs you a fortune as well. It's just cheaper to be ginger, let's be honest here.
Every now and again though, I like to put in a wild red colour and then just let it eventually wash out.
Yeah, just for a bit of change.
Yeah, so I did go dark red recently. Late last year. And then I did like it for a while, but then I wanted to go back because, again, it was washing out very quickly, so I was like, right, thing. But what I want to do now is, I really love Paramore, and the lead singer of Paramore has a hair dye range. Yeah. And one of her hair dyes is, bright orange. Okay. And I want to get that and put it in and, have it for however long it lasts.
No. I'm fundamentally lazy. I couldn't be bothered. The last time I did anything to my hair myself was when it was long and I dyed the bottom blonde, and that was.
You're still doing it yourself, so you're not going to the hairdresser. That's pretty.
Yeah, and I in between I don't get a cut. I couldn't give it a toss. I'm just the most I just couldn't be bothered when it comes to certain things. I'm just really unmotivated, and my hair is one of them. I'm if it looks reasonably okay, that's fine. Yeah. I'm happy.
I've been cutting it more now because I had it really long, it was really on my nerves, and then I cut it to here and I actually want to go shorter again because I really like the shorter hair. I feel very free, but I'm I could be freer. I could have nothing touching my shoulders, so I'm going to go up another bit just above my shoulders.
See, if I can't deal with the hun bun thing. Yeah. This is as good as it gets, folks.
Actually, yes.
This is it.
How do you tie her up? Can you tie her up?
I can put pins in, because this bit is short, so I can put pins just to sort of tie it back a little bit, and then I usually have a clip on my handbag, and I just have a little clip, and because it's short on this side as well, I can just clip it and pin it, and then it's away.
So is your right side, the short growing back bit, is that growing back from an undercut?
No, it was a shave about 4 presentations ago, which is about maybe a year ago, and I actually I liked it, and I bought a clipper, and I was going to maintain it for a while, and then I looked at myself in the mirror one day, and I really looked at myself and I went, it doesn't suit you. Let it grow.
I had one for about a year and I loved it.
I really like them in theory.
Once you commit to growing it back, do it, because it takes forever. Yeah. So that's the thing. And when you're in the in-betweeny bit, I was always keep the resolve.
Yeah, don't buckle. Please don't bow to pressure. It was, for me it was I liked it because I tried it and I was like, okay, at least now I know it doesn't fit me. Yeah. But it's whatever, it was fun. It's hair, it grows back. This is what I keep telling people. They're like, oh, go for a risky haircut, and I'm like,
why not?
Go for it.
If your job allows
YOLO.
If your job allows you to have mad hair, then why not?
Well, this is the thing, in my career, I hope I never have to face customers. I'll never have to deal with clients. I will be behind a computer screen, and that's good enough for me, and that's why I can say I have publicly visible tattoos and a facial piercing, and it does not matter to me what I look like because I don't have to deal with people. I hate people. Everybody hates people. And if you say you like people, you're lying. Yeah. The only people I like are gingers.
And everyone likes. Everyone can put up with a certain volume of people. Yeah. But
I can put up with an infinite number of ginger people because they are my people. You are my kin. It's you're not related to me, but you're my family. You're in the fold, yo. Yeah. And that's the way it works for me.
What I think is really funny is that Alex, so my boyfriend Alex, for a long time, or fiance, for a long time he wasn't interested in being in the videos, and he'd be happy to be in the background. He didn't really want to be in the videos.
The main focus or anything.
Yeah, exactly. And he and as a result, then I wouldn't really put very many photographs of him on my Instagram and things like that.
Yeah.
So there would be some photographs, but they wouldn't be like massively up close, or they might be couple shots from a bit further away or whatever.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people didn't know the ins and outs of Alex's face. You know what I mean? They just knew he was ginger. So then I have a very good friend named Colin who's ginger as well. Actually looks nothing like Alex, but they have a very same shade of hair.
Oh, okay.
So I used to post selfies because me and Colin do stuff together all the time. Like we went cycling for the Giro de Walla for an Irish bucket list, and we climbed Kilpatrick and stuff. So he does a lot of the activities, the exercisey things, because he loves getting out there and getting exercise. With me
He's
for
a
the
fitness
series.
buff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God,
He's mad for fitness, and I'd put pictures of us arm around each other, top of the mountain, like stuff, and loads of people would get confused and be like, "Oh, lovely couple."
Oh God, that's like
people
saying
thought
all
he was
Asian
Alex
people look
for
the same.
so long.
Oh,
I was
I hate
racist.
that. That's exactly that's like saying like all Asian people look the same. You can't say
I
that.
don't know if it's quite the same, but yeah, I was like, not all redheads are the same.
No. We are different people. All the freckles are different, okay? I have freckles in different places than other ginger people do. We don't all look the same.
I love my freckles, actually.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who would hide from the sun and didn't want, and I'd be like, out of the sun like this, I'm like,
freckles!
hit me with your best shot. Like,
Oh my
come
God, I love
on,
it.
freckles.
Yeah.
But I now get this thing where I go out in the sun and my face gets real dark. There's a video of me from last summer because I was playing a lot of tag then as well, and my face was like much darker than the rest of me. So loads of the comments are like, "Why is your face so dirty?"
Oh, ouch!
But I was wearing 30 on my face, and I think I was wearing 50 elsewhere. Anyway, whatever happened, it just, my face got a tan and the rest of me.
That's hilarious.
And I was like,
I was on Bray Promenade for like 5 minutes yesterday, and my nose is burnt.
No way.
I swear, and I'm just like, why? Why me?
This is fresh from today.
Oh,
So
God.
it's very light now, but it will darken with time.
It'll freckleize, will it?
Yeah, and I was like, oh. So sometimes people are like, "Oh, it's fine, it'll turn to brown." Like, yeah, but it'll turn to like this farmer's tan because I was wearing a singlet. So it's
when I'm driving,
brown shoulders.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. No, when I'm driving, people think it's weird because I can drive with like my elbow on the
so you're
out the window.
So
this arm will be exponentially more freckled than the rest of me. So when I'm a passenger in anybody else's car, I just like this.
So do you get a tan at all, or does it more freckles?
Burn or freckle. So if either I'm wearing Factor No Soul, come on, let's just accept it, okay? Factor 50 is Factor No Soul. Some of my friends call it Factor 5000, which is
it might as well be 5000.
Yeah, I know, it's like lashing it on with a paintbrush, and but like sometimes I'll wear that, or if I'm out in the sun, like, and it's just, passing, like I mow the lawn or something, I'm not going to put on Factor 50 to go out and mow the lawn for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I should, I probably should, but who does? That's
Have you ever lived in a hotter country than this?
No. Actually, I was in Paris in September last year for 4 days, and I didn't wear suncream hardly at all, and I came home not burnt but nicely freckled, and I was loving it. I feel proud of it.
September probably wasn't that hot. It was probably a nice
incredibly
level.
Hot.
Was it?
But not very sunny, like it was up on 40 degrees,
humid kind of,
but it was like, wearing your loosest moo kind of a dress, trying to keep the air flowing, and no socks in your shoes because it was just not even worth it at this point.
Yeah, but you couldn't feel the sun burning you.
No,
there was a day like that. There was a Saturday like that. I was playing tag recently enough.
Oh no,
a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, I was so stressed about putting on sunscreen because you could feel the sun, like, I didn't get burnt. Warm. I was like putting 50 on every 5 minutes.
Oh, I used to do that, because I used to do archery, and a competition for archery is a 2-day event outdoors. So it's a Saturday from say 9 a.m. ish, depending, to between 5 and 6 and 7 ish, depending. So it's a full on day, including high noon. And I would be walking out and I'd be like, factor 50, and then I'd look at the watch about 2 hours later and I go, time for another layer, lads, factor 50. By the time I'd be going home, I'd have maybe 5 layers of sun cream on me because I was so paranoid from being out in a like completely land barren, you know, no topography anywhere, no trees, no nothing, bare land, like a Gaelic pitch.
Yeah, and that's one
wind
thing.
And sun, no thanks.
That's one thing about Australia. I was talking to someone about this the other day. Australia are very sun conscious. So someone was like, Jesus, how did you get on Australia? And I was like, actually, not that bad, because Australians have like shade everywhere. Like they're real sun conscious. So I just like darted between the shadows.
Run from one shadow to another. That's me when it rains in Dublin, run from one shop to another.
Yeah. And when I lived in San Diego, I was working security, funnily enough. I know. And
seriously?
Yeah, so it was like all the Irish people just landed in, and then we were in this job centre, and then this company came in and we were like, we'll take you all. And then
nice.
So they basically every year they did this, they took on like whatever, a couple of 100 people.
Wow.
And you were working security, but what you were really doing was standing like checking tickets, say, at a festival. That kind of security.
Yeah.
And it was like,
you weren't like properly like, you need to go. Just like saddling up to someone.
The lads did that, but like, yeah, no, I never got that far from me. I would mostly be like, sorry sir, can you take off your belt please before you go through the metal detector? Thank you very much.
Okay.
And then be like, sorry sir, no, you actually can't bring a samurai sword into a children's
is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I'd be like, sorry, you can't bring a samurai sword into a children's fair. I'm surprised I have to explain this. But if you could check it in over there, please, you can collect it on your way out. Yeah, no samurai swords allowed. And then
that has to go on the indemnity
some of the other guys who did that security, sorry, it's totally unrelated, but they did get guns. Like they were like, you can't bring your gun in here for fuck's sake. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is because it was like all the Irish landed at the same time, so they hired hundreds of Irish.
Yeah.
So they used to, when we all meet, you'd do kind of group shifts, if you know what I mean. So everyone would arrive at a certain time and there'd be a load of people. So they had this massive thing of sun cream, like the biggest thing of sun cream I've ever seen, with a big on the top of it. And they'd bring it out and they'd bang it down on the table and they'd be like, hey, Irish!
Oh my god! That's amazing.
We don't want you guys burning, get this on.
Nice. We don't want the smell of burnt skin and no soul.
Yeah, all the Irish
put it on because they have to.
Yeah.
Because most Irish people will go, sun cream? Jesus, I don't need that.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Oh, they were very
literally
strict.
bubbling on their back. And
yeah,
they
were very strict. I think they'd had a few severe burnings the year before, so they were like,
okay,
get that sun cream on you. You pasty Irish fuckers.
We are the nation of people who go out and put cooking oil on and then lay out in the garden and we're like, yes.
I've never understood that.
Oh no. My neighbour
I would actually be in hospital for 3 rounds if I did that.
No, it's just like, what? No thanks. Like, and they're like, oh, just a slither, just a little bit. Not like, you know,
and then
a
you
rasher.
hear it. You actually hear it.
Oh no.
It's like
some weird ASMR thing going on here.
That's the sound of skin burning.
No. That's atrocious. But no, it's a weird thing, like, because people are more conscious of it on your behalf.
Yeah.
And that's like, I'm perfectly able to mind my own ginger skin.
I'm like that as well, though. I have a couple of redhead friends on my tag team, and I'm always like, have you sunscreen on? Have you sunscreen on? Like they're mammy. And then they're like, do you? And I'm like, oh yeah. Give me
also me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just me to the backbone on every score. I will mammy everyone and then look after me. Whether it's sun cream or whatever, it's just like...
You are also a lady on the internet, as am I. Do you ever get any weird redhead related communications or comments?
I don't, but that's because for a long time the comments on my blog were moderated, so I could filter the weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get redhead only accounts and stuff following me on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I mean, I feel kind of weirdly flattered, which is probably not a good thing. But whatever. I will take the compliments where I can get them. Probably like the worst feminist in the world, but like, I'm like, oh, I'm ginger. Okay, yes, okay. I will totally let you admire me from afar, but don't do anything weird about it, okay?
I mostly get complimentary comments, but I've had a few that are like really sexually aggressive.
Oh yeah, like people think you're weird in bed.
Yeah, people assume, and then they're like, I would do this, and you're like, oh my god, you're a total stranger, please stop that, thank you.
It's weird memes from time to time.
Oh,
The worst one I ever saw was like this absolutely stunningly gorgeous redhead woman in a shiny latex bodysuit leaning over the bonnet of a car, and it said on the top red hair, and then underneath it said, for when you need a hair colour that says don't fuck with me, I'll eat you alive, and I shag like a tiger.
Because I need that all the time.
I have to be saying that at all times, every moment of the day.
With it on it just to get it out there.
Oh my God. New merch idea right there. All good.
I might actually do that for the lol. There's a ginger Hairy Baby, the Irish company, have a couple of good
great stuff.
ginger slogan t-shirts.
Yeah.
But then there's Ginger Problems. I think they're on Instagram, and I follow them as well.
I don't.
They have a few good ginger, like their stuff is ginger related.
Yeah.
They had a few good t-shirts. There was one t-shirt I actually bought from them, and I actually it got sent to me, but I emailed them at the time because I bought it, and then I realised what it meant, and then I was like, emailed them, and I was like, oh, I don't want that, and can I swap it for a different one? And actually they were like, we'll still send it to you, but we'll give you the other one as well, and I was like, that's very kind of you.
That's really nice. Okay.
And then, but I did end up giving it to someone else, but it was Redheads Do It Better, but then I was like, that is just going to elicit so many.
That's just going to perpetuate it and keep it going.
I was like, I'm asking for trouble with that one, so I swapped it out for a different one.
No. But no.
I swapped it out. I think I swapped it out for one that said I have 99 problems, but soul ain't one.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Which I
like in a Jay-Z reference, I do. Yeah. Love it. Really, really good. Like, I don't mind the ginger jokes. This is the thing. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, and I was like being bombarded with them every day, like, oh, gingers have souls, and you're getting sent these stupid YouTube videos over and over and over again.
And the copper cab guy, so funny.
They get old really bloody quickly.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, I don't know, it's weird because I have sort of stopped being annoyed by them, and now I find them funny. Like, the older I get, the more I'm like, I do like a good ginger joke.
I do like a good no soul joke.
Yeah.
Like, I really appreciate them. When people make a good timed one, I'm like, well done.
I like making them to make other people uncomfortable. That's like, when somebody's like real PC and they're not going to rip on you or anything, and I'm one of these people who really loves the banter, and it was kind of bet into me in archery because I was actually reasonably quiet human before I got involved in this stupid sport, and all my friends that I consider friends now would rip on me for being ginger, and eventually I was like, well, you can either moan about it and sit over there on your own, Amy, or you can join them and have the crack. So I just went, okay, fine, I'll make ginger jokes, and like I'm still making ginger jokes to this day.
I like a good old ginger joke. I prefer, like, I think when I was younger, being ginger never really bothered me that much because I was small. Yeah. So I got more shit for being small.
Oh, okay, you mean like small in stature, not small in age.
No, yes, short.
Both. Okay,
short.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I was young, did I say when I was small, I was small? I didn't mean to say that. I meant when I was young, I was small.
I am now confused.
Yeah, sorry. When I was young, I was very short.
Okay.
And well, I still am very short, but it doesn't matter as much when you're an adult. But I used to get the shit ripped out of me when I was a kid, so that used to bother me more. Like if somebody called me a ginger, I'd be like, okay. But I used to hate the word midget. I used to get called the word midget a lot. I used to hate that. So that one still kind of gets on my nerves. But like a good ginger joke now, I really appreciate.
Yeah. I like telling American tourists I have leprechaun blood in me. That's always funny. They're like, really? But like, I really like American tourists. I used to work in a job where I got to meet tourists a lot, and even to this day, like, I know it's totally unrelated, but American tourists or Canadian tourists, anywhere over that side, they just love everything. Like if you invite them to a funeral, they will be delighted just to be there. And I love that.
They love the red hair as well.
Yeah, that was kind of a nice, and like I'm very talkative as well, so like I would stand and talk to them if I had nothing else to do. So it was kind of perpetuating the Irish people have red hair and blue eyes
and are
very talkative and will recommend bars till the cows come home. So every stereotype, 5 and 1, that's me. But it was great.
Is your, sorry, I'm just intrigued.
Yeah.
I know something to do with red hair, but
that's okay.
Is your arrow tattoo to do with archery?
Yes, it is, and it's orange. Well, firstly, orange is my favourite colour, which is great because it grows out of the top of my head. But also, my first bow that I ever really loved was orange bow. So it's
cool.
orange to match my I don't have an Irish pony anymore, but white bull. But yeah, that's for
and
archery.
that's like slightly more Game of Thronesy looking now than the one you'd use in an archery competition.
Oh god, yeah, Jesus, you wouldn't use anything with like a stone head or anything like that. It's all carbon fibre and tungsten this and carbon fibre handles and titanium weights, and it's all like,
but they're not, they don't like,
it doesn't look as good in a tattoo, so I was like, it'll be fine. But the funny thing is, actually, one of my mates who like likes to make a lot of, Amy has ginger hair, Amy has long arms, Amy's this, that and the other jokes, when he saw it, he went, the grain's going in the wrong direction, and I was like, just leave me alone. The grain on the wood should be going this way as opposed to this way.
Why?
So, because if you were like, if that was actually an arrow, it would just disintegrate. It wouldn't fly.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I like the rings of a tree.
It would have been great if he'd said something before you got tattooed in yourself, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it still looks pretty, so I don't really care.
Awesome.
And it's
who the fuck would know that? Like,
and it's on my bow arm, so when I draw, it's
that's very cool.
Yeah, so it's like an arrow facing an arrow.
That's very cool.
Which is always nice. But it's kind of, it's a good thing that orange is my favourite colour, because it's I can't get away from it. My eyebrows are ginger, my hair is ginger, freckles are ginger. It's just ginger skin, man. That's how
it's
it works.
good fun. I quite like being redhead.
I love being ginger, though. This is the thing. I wouldn't change it.
No, me neither.
I wouldn't go back to having black hair.
I would actually change it so that I would like my hair be even brighter.
Yeah.
Like if I just magically turn a little switch and make it even brighter.
Yeah. Which is part of the reason why I like being a model for Peter Mark, is because they always make it more ginger.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
For 3 weeks, I'm the happiest clam in the world. Like,
I have a friend actually who her hair is totally naturally coloured and it's bright red, and it's but it's really curly, and I'm so jealous of it. I'd love like real curls,
proper ringlets.
Yeah,
so like proper Irish dancer, Irish stereotype. I love it. That's amazing. That's so good.
I'm so tempted to get a perm.
Oh god, no, don't. My mother did it and she regretted it immediately.
I know a friend that just gets perms like casually, and her hair just looks really curly. She's enough hair. Like, hey, no,
give me a casual perm.
But yeah, I'm totally tempted to get a perm because my hair is just like frizz.
That's just
not really curly. It's not really straight. It's
just the ginger gene. Which is another thing I like.
I think it's summertime as well. I think ginger hair just doesn't deal. No. When I went to New York, my hair was just like.
It's meant to be like molecularly thinner. Like the strands are actually thinner. So, even though you have the same amount or possibly more hairs,
I've heard often you have more.
It's fine. So like I used to always be like, stupid fine hair, and like putting all thickening treatments in it, and it's like, it's not worth shit. I'm not going to do anything because it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do to change it. I can take like keratin supplements if I want to, but it's not going to do anything. So
that explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's like this science behind it, which is like, I find it endlessly fascinating. So I'm like always like, ginger science.
I really liked genetics in college, or non-college, in secondary school.
Oh, see, I didn't take any science subjects in school.
Oh, did you not?
No, so I didn't get that early start.
There's really interesting, and it's like, being ginger is a recessive gene.
Yeah.
So to be ginger, you have to have 2 recessive genes for it to show. So it has to come from both sides of your family.
Yeah.
So there's like, if one of your parents isn't redhead, then you have a 1 in 4 chance of being redhead, because
really? Wow.
they obviously one of them has a different dominant gene that will normally dominate.
Yeah, that's like my mum would be a blonde gene. Is that the way you put it? I don't really know.
I think
and daddy is red.
Recessive though, so yeah, I don't know actually what would happen there.
I have no idea. But like, I have 3 older sisters and I'm the only
Because natural blondes are fairly rare, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, my sisters would all be sort of dirty blonde, mousy brown. God, if any of them see this, they're going to kill me for saying that, but whatever. That's how it goes. But I'm the only like full-fledged ginger in the house, other than daddy. Yeah. So like,
deep bond.
We tolerate each other. Because you know when people say like gingers are fiery. Yeah, I kind of am.
Yeah, me too.
And daddy is kind of the same way. So like, because there's a lot of things we don't get along on. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of topics. So we sort of just keep them. They're over there, and we don't talk about these things.
Yeah, it's easier.
So we just we kind of do get along, but when we butt heads over things, we butt heads badly.
Yeah,
because. Maybe not. Maybe it's not the gene. Like, maybe it's not a thing I can't blame it on the ginge, but that's just the way it seems to be.
Yeah,
in our family.
It is a thing that apparently redhead people are supposed to be like very fiery, and I know that I'm in a relationship with a redhead person and I'm a redhead, and we can be pretty fiery when we want. I'd say the neighbours
don't like you guys.
Just argue a few times because it's like it kind of it's more explosive, if you know what I mean. So like we're 90% of the time we're totally
best friends,
in sync, get on. But then if a fight kicks off,
that's it.
It really does.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would say the same for
holy fuck.
Because my other half is he's brunette, and he's like, even his beard is brunette. Like doesn't show any ginger gene whatsoever.
Yeah, but she's quite unusual. Normally Irish men have a ginger beard no matter what colour their head is.
Every ginger person or every Irish man you ever meet has a ginger beard, except for like my one guy is the anomaly. Anomaly? Whatever. He's the anomaly, and but like he gets a lot of shit off of me. If we have a row, I can be very nasty because I don't like fighting with people. I'm never not a fighter. I don't like confrontation and blah blah blah. But if something kicks off, I'll just go for it. Like,
that's the same. I always say like, look, I don't start the fight, but I end it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And probably sometimes I keep it going a bit longer than I should.
Yeah, because sometimes, fights are not over until somebody who has said they're sorry, and preferably the person in the wrong. So sometimes when I'm like definitely not in the wrong, I keep it going for a while. And it's not over till I get an apology. Yeah. Because I'm also very stubborn, which is apparently also a redhead thing. Yep.
Oh, I would totally agree with that. I'm the most staunch person. I will go to the mat on something. Even, like, a lot of times, even if I'm in the wrong... Not that, if I'm in the wrong, but, like, if I'm... What's the word? If I'm having a fight with somebody, or if I'm debating with somebody, even if I don't really know what I'm talking about, I'm going to the mat on this. I don't care. I will fight you to the death, okay? It's just the way it goes, and I get really not really upset, but like I get grumpy about stuff really, really quick, and I feel like I'm blaming a lot of stuff on the ginger gene today. It's like, poor ginger gene. It's not always like this, but take for example yesterday, I'm a staunch Mead supporter, and I get a text off a friend of mine who was like, Donegal won in the last minute, or in the last couple of minutes, because I wasn't watching the match because I was at draft, by 1 point, and I was picked for the rest of the evening, and I was like, no, absolutely not okay, even though it doesn't affect me in the slightest, and it just makes me angry. And then I get annoyed, and then I get asked, are you angry? And that makes me more angry. Yeah. And then a fight kicks off, and I'm like...
I also bitchy resting face, so like, people will be like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes.
I make a point to walk around smiling.
Yes, I'm fine. Stop asking me that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, because my resting face is like... It's probably not a good thing, but like I make a point to always look approachable, amenable. Yeah. I'm a nice person. Talk to me. So like, it's whatever.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it is.
Remind people where to find you online.
At redlips_redhair on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram might be a little bit harder to find me because there's a lot of underscores. It's like _red_lips_red_hair_. That's a lot of underscores because they did not have my actual handle, which made me
so I'll have definitely put that link down in the description. And is that your blog name as well?
Red Lips Red Hair is my blog. Please don't judge me based on my blog because it's been heavily neglected because of college. And then Twitter is at Red Lips Red Hair, and that's where I always say to people, Instagram is like it's my favourite social media, and that's where I put all the like happy things that happen to Amy. And then Twitter is where I have my like very messy public meltdowns.
Yeah, I like to go on rants on Twitter. It's my jam.
I like starting an old thread. Yeah, and getting going.
Big time. I like getting real feminist stuff on my Twitter.
See, I'm just grumpy.
And then my Instagram is... I actually deleted Instagram about a year ago because I was like over it, but then I realised there's nowhere really else to put pictures, so I started up again, and since they introduced stories now I'm mad into it. Yeah. Because Snapchat used to be my favourite, but Instagram is just so much easier to use. Yeah. And I've grown it kind of like, because I have more followers on Instagram anyway, it's like now at the same level. It took me barely any time. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the same amount of people will view it than as on Snapchat.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't like Snapchat for reasons unbeknownst to me, because I really like Snapchat.
I just don't like it because it drains your battery. That annoys me. and sometimes
I have a nice new phone, so I haven't noticed. So it's like whatever. But I mean, give me 6 months, I'll probably come back to you and be like,
yeah, right. I like them both. They're both very different.
I don't use Instagram stories though, so like if like people are looking.
Well, what annoys me about Instagram stories is they won't let unverified people on Instagram have links out. No, and now Snapchat are allowing links out, so Snapchat might grip me back with that one now.
I read somewhere if you are a business page.
I am. Well, I am a business page, and I still can't do it.
You still can't do it.
It's very annoying.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Because like I'm not bothered to be a business page because I'm not selling anything, so it doesn't really affect me. And also because I don't use Instagram stories because I think they're a pain in the hole.
Well, I became a business page, so I wouldn't share it to my personal Facebook, but it keeps doing it. It's very annoying. Anyway, we should do the social media
sort of sign off thing.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming into the podcast today.
It's super fun.
We are on SoundCloud and iTunes when iTunes decides to update itself, and YouTube every week. Podcast on Wednesday, and check out the Patreon to support the podcast, and you can follow us on Twitter as well. All the links are down in the description, and all your links are down in the description.
Yay, thank you.
See you next week. Bye.